Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to take you to Fair Oaks, which is a beautiful antebellum home in Marietta, Georgia. I've been wanting to visit for a very long time and finally got the chance this weekend when my daughter had a Halloween event there. Some of the trees on the property are hundreds of years old. The front of the house has been redone, of course, through the decades. The structure itself does date back to 1850 to 1852, so very old. The gardens are maintained by the Marietta Council of Garden Clubs, which also meet at this location. And it's just a really cool little spot. So hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did.
Welcome to Fair Oaks. I just love the front of this house. It looks like a Swiss chalet. Now, the front of it was changed. I believe it was back in 1917 or sometime around there. So that is not original to pre-Civil War times. But these oak trees are hundreds of years old, and you can bet that these guys have seen a lot of things. And then underneath this giant oak tree, they have planted some japonica camellias, and they have quite a few here. They're loaded with buds. I would say in a month or so, they are going to just be gorgeous. Well, not a month. I mean, they're japonicas. It's probably going to be, depending on the variety, end of December or January. But regardless, they have a lot of buds. And none of them are marked, so we don't know exactly what variety they are. And I, of course, can't tell by looking. I wish I could. I do know that in the far back, not this japonica, but the camellia right behind is a Yuletide camellia. And it probably has its first bloom of the season on it. Mine back home are blooming now. Well, they just started, just like this one. So looking forward to seeing those in full bloom in about a month. And then bordering the camellia garden, I know that they have azaleas and a few other things intertwined back here. There's another magnolia in the far back, a couple more oak trees. Of course, that is another japonica camellia. And I'm definitely going to come back to this garden probably in a couple months just to see all these beautiful camellias, and that way I can kind of possibly tell what variety they are. But I also love to see this in the springtime and see all the azaleas in bloom. And then in the far back, they have this wonderful gazebo that they have decorated for fall, 2 more japonicas, and then I think in the far back, they have some tea olives intermixed in with some holly. And once again, they don't have the varieties, of course, posted. I wish that they did. All I can do is give you my best guesses. I'd like to have a gazebo in our garden. I have priced them. You definitely have to generally put them together, and they are a little pricey. So I think we will be getting our greenhouse before we get our gazebo. And then on the left side, they have this wonderful garden room, another defining feature of Southern Gardens, with a little bird bath with a bird on top and the area to sit down. Love little spaces like these. And then they have another oak tree flanking the back of the property and a bunch of just beautiful glossy leaf magnolia trees. There is nothing like the smell of magnolia, oh my gosh, when they're in bloom. And of course, they're evergreen, so they have that beautiful color year round. And you can do a lot of crafts with their leaves too. On the back side of the property, they have another little garden area, and they have a really great mixture of texture and color back here. They have a beautiful hydrangea, and then lots of other shrubs that they have kind of shaped into more of a formal look, which I just love. Also really like that Japanese maple with that beautiful color. And then on the far right side, they have this huge holly, and this one is marked. So this is an English holly. We don't have any holly on our property anymore. We have a few that pop up that I keep taking out, but they're just too prickly for me, but they are great for the birds, and I do love the berries and the color that they give. Maybe one day we'll have one again when we don't have little kids, but for now, besides our rose bushes, most of our plants are pretty friendly and not too prickly. Another bird bath with some roses that they have planted. And I just love the purples and the greens, and the way that they have shaped some of these shrubs really gives it a nice look. And it just follows along the little pathway that winds around the house. Look at the size of that guy. That's just a beautiful hydrangea. I love that one. More azaleas are tucked in back here. Obviously, those are not azaleas. Coming up on some roses. That one looks like Life of the Party, but I know it's not because Life of the Party is a different bloom. It's much bigger than that one. And then we have, I think there is a tea olive back there. And then some more beautiful trees and shrubbery mixed in. And then that's the kitchen back there with the lights on. Back, of course, when this house was original, the kitchen was outside of the property. And then in modern day times, they, of course, brought it inside and made it usable. And I'm going to give you a quick look of the inside of the property as well. Not too long of a little tour, but just a quick little look inside. And then as we wind around, I love the bark on that tree. Really has nice texture. More azaleas that, of course, are not in bloom currently. Could be rhododendron too. Some of those are hard for me to tell, like I said, if they're not tagged. I can tell by the leaf structure what they are, but I don't, of course, know the variety. Another great place to sit. I can imagine this is a nice spot in the summer underneath all these cool trees. And then we come back to the front of the house with another little bench, and look at that front porch. Oh, I'm a sucker for beautiful front porches. Why don't we just have beautiful houses now? The architecture of modern times is sure lacking. We used to build homes that were, you know, they all had porches and they were just happy looking homes, you know? And there's a couple people up there on the front porch. Like I said, they had an event today, so they get to be in our video. This one has a double porch because it has obviously one upstairs as well. And I just love the gables on it. And there are some azaleas. Those are definitely on-court azaleas because they are blooming right now in October. Here's a look at the front porch again. There's a really nice little windy staircase. I'm pretty sure that was an add-on, not original to the house. Look how pretty it is from the front porch. And then I'm just going to give you a little peek inside. So this is the entryway. Lots of fireplaces. Love the blue and white. Lots of blue and white ceramic in old homes and even modern homes in the South. And I'm a big fan of it, I gotta say. Grandfather clock. Love that. And then we head back outside. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. Trust me, there will be many more old home tours and beautiful southern gardens on this channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.